So today we are going to be doing a movie review of a tiny little French-sized movie called Infested. Infested is the new Theo Christine film, starring Theo Christine. I have no idea who that is, I don't know why I said that. It's directed by someone called Sebastian Vanisek? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This is a French film, so unfortunately, I'm not well versed on the talent in France. So this might be a really incredible director, and people are like, "Hey, that's obviously one of the greatest French." I just don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't know these stars, these actors. I'm looking at my laptop right now for some information here. If you don't want me to do that, please let me know in the comments below. What is this film about? So it is about. It's a horror film, and it is about a apartment block, relatively run down. Lights don't work properly. It's definitely a an apartment block for people who are maybe quite poor. I feel like it's a type of apartment block where there's some dodgy characters living there. Might be some drugs, and then we've got our main characters. They're sort of these maybe early 20s, late teens type of people, and one of them has a bug collection, and he really loves this bug collection. He really tries to keep it like the right temperature and stuff. And he buys this brand new spider, and this spider escapes from his little box that he put it in, and then the spider multiplies, gets bigger, and eventually the whole apartment block, the whole block from head to toe, is utterly infested with these spiders, these deadly spiders that are killing everyone. Eventually, the police and authorities come, and they don't let people out because of the danger, the quarantine that needs to happen. So these people are all really stuck in this building with these spiders. The film, I have to say, is one of the most stressful, terrifying films I have ever seen. And again, I've got to keep reiterating this. What a wonderful year for horror films. And this is... It's not the best horror film, as in the storyline's not super interesting, and it doesn't like feel like a cold hand at the back of your neck. Like, I want my horror films to really sort of like traumatize me for weeks to come, where I can't stop thinking about like, holy shit, that was crazy. I can't. This film doesn't quite do that, but what it does more than any other horror film I think I've ever seen is make me squirm, because I just don't like spiders that much. I really hate spiders. I think they're so alien like, they're so scary, and they move so quickly. They're just horrible. And so yeah, I'm just not a spider fan, and this film just has so many moments of just visceral, sort of in my stomach, caveman like fear. Like right from the gut, I'm like, oh God, I have to turn away. Like I couldn't. It was so stressful to watch, and it's quite claustrophobic, and it's almost like it's so frustrating because they can't leave, and it's just so annoying. And there's lots of shouting. There's the actors and the characters shout a lot, and that adds to the stress. It's so heightened. The amount of stress I'm feeling is so heightened. I'm scared. I hate the. There's so many moments where the spider stops and then goes really, really quickly up someone's arm, and it's just like I can sense that, I can feel that almost, and yeah, just so scary. I think the smaller spiders are scarier than the large spiders, if I'm honest with you, because they get bigger and bigger in size. But I have to admit, it's just, there's one scene where a girl is standing in a shower because she knows one spider is out there in the bathroom, so she's locked herself in like the shower, and then these little tiny little spiders start coming up from the sinkhole, and she's still in there, and it's like, oh my God, it's so terrifying. It's funny because there was another really, really similar film out this year which was a bit wacky and a bit silly, called Sting, which I saw at the cinema, and that was almost a very similar story. It was just a bunch of people locked in an apartment building, and there's this one alien spider thing that is going around killing everyone. And yeah, that film was just a bit silly, and I didn't really ever feel creeped out or spider from it. But this film, it grabbed me. What can I say? It really grabs you. The acting is really good. They try and add a few like sort of emotional beats in there, and honestly, that stuff you can kind of forget about. I mean, I'm glad it's there. We need some breaks from the gasping. I was just like, I feel breath. I needed to take my inhaler through this film because I was just like, okay, if I was in that situation, I would just kill myself. If I'm honest with you, I would just kill myself. It's so scary, and the whole building just ends up getting covered in spider webs and there's spiders everywhere. And I know, I read up a little bit about it, and I know that the French filmmakers, try to use as many real spiders as possible in this film, and you can tell it's not, a lot of the time it's not CG. Sometimes it's obviously has to be CG because they get too big, but this is just terrifying. Like, I don't ever want to watch that film again. It might be my choice to watch at Halloween. Again, I've said this in a previous video, but this year has just been incredible for horror films. So I'm going to make a top 10 list of horror films released in 2024 so far. And there's going to be more horror films later on in the year, but so far I'm going to release top 10 film, and I think this one will probably go in there because just for pure guttural fear, like from the base of my gut, it was just terrifying. I recommend it highly, especially if you don't like spiders. Watch it. It's good to be scared. It's good to have that sensation every now and then. So yeah, go watch it. I recommend it. Have fun.